In 2018, irresponsible money-mongering churches in Central California aired a commercial on FM radio for a local revival. The commercial went something like this. Experience the healing power of God at this weekend's revival. We'll be focusing God's healing power on mental illness. Listen to testimony of believers who have been healed and no longer take medication. Come and experience the awesome healing power of Jesus Christ. Through Him all things are possible. That was basically the gist of it. This is criminal. How can they run these ads? If an ad like this were ran on Facebook, they would crucify Zuckerberg. Abruptly discontinuing psychiatric medication can cause suicidal and/or homicidal ideations. It can also cause manic episodes. These episodes easily lead to the victims giving all their money away and/or possessions. Religion in general tends to be very dangerous for individuals on psych meds. This proves without a doubt that churches are nothing more than businesses who don't pay taxes. This is an outrageous and obvious ad campaign targeting the most vulnerable potential tithers within the local Christian demographic. This is criminal. Churches have no business acting as psychiatrists or scientists, chemists, etc. Savior's Community would do this, that had a woman who exhibited what I now recognize as MKUltra programming. When she was doing what they thought was good, they would have her share her testimony at the Recreation Park revival. She would stand on the stage, tissue in hand, lights blazing in her eyes as she peered out from the revival tent. Then she would share her testimony, how the Holy Spirit healed her of mental illness. Then a year later she would be living on the street, convinced her husband was a Russian spy and that she was brainwashed. Then a year later she would be back on meds and the church would repeat the cycle. She would get off the meds, go manic and seem okay for a while. During that time she would testify all over that God had healed her. After she got on medication once, I talked to her at a women's retreat in Northern California called Heartland. She was just slipping on of her pills and taking a drink. I noticed her taking her pill and she immediately seemed to feel guilty and told me it was the pill or be crazy. She seems to carry a lot of shame. I wonder now, did she know how she was being used to pay people's mortgages? Churches need to be held responsible for harming the community.